Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're going to make you a smoked canal tuna sandwich. Stay tuned. So I know what you're all saying. Did he say canal tuna? If you don't know what a canal tuna is, that is a little pet name we have down here in Florida for the jack crevalle. Most people consider them a trash fish. Most people just toss them back. They are a great fighting fish. So right now I'm gonna cut away and show you how we caught this thing a little earlier.
But if so, we'll do a smoked jack crevalle. He's a strong one, I'll tell you that right now. I heard they were over this way. Got this one on a Berkeley power bait. I might have to walk around the front. So there's a whole school I'm right in front of the boat. Spot lock. So just me. I only got 15-pound test on this rod. Pretty stout one. I'm hoping it's a big redfish, but to me it's probably like that. Yeah, that's what it's expected. Big jack. He freaking held it. Yep, big jack. So one this size is about perfect to put on a smoker. So we'll get them unhooked, we'll throw them on some ice, we'll have some fun.
So yeah, summertime, those guys, they conger up around anywhere there's bait fish and just start destroying them. They're very easy to catch on just about anything you throw at them. They're not picky, which is what I like about them. They fight really good. And like I said, most people throw them back. Today, we brought this one over here to show y'all how to make a great dish with something that would normally be considered trash. So what I have here is the fillets off that guy we caught over there earlier. And you can see how dark red this meat is, okay? It is kind of related to the tuna family. And you could tell that by this chamber they have right in here above their pin bones. Okay, all tunas share that same little chamber. It helps them to regulate their flotation, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not a scientist or a marine biologist, but I know we took those guys off of the jack, and I left the skin and scales on the other side, and that's going to be important for this dish. They got some really tough little scales back here on their tail. You can't hardly even cut those. But anyway, I got them iced down really fast. Okay, but we brought them out here to the outdoor kitchen, out to where we try to cook for you guys. And I got them up to room temperature. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little brine, and I'll show you that next. So in this bowl, what I have is 1/3 salt, kosher sea salt, 2/3 brown sugar, and about a tablespoon of black pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of mash that together. That brown sugar is going to be a little moist, so just want to kind of toss and kind of mash. If you got any lumps in your brown sugar, this one here is pretty cool, nice. You want to get that well incorporated. And then we're going to go ahead and bring our fish fillets over here so you guys can see that. And I'm just going to take my spoon, I'm going to sprinkle this all over the fillets, and I want to use all this pretty much for this amount of fish. It's going to help pull some of the oils and moisture out of the fish, make it a little more firm, a little less moisture, and again, it's going to, the pepper and the salt are going to season the fish. It's very much the same way I do my smoked salmon. I found this works very well for this guy here too, because it's a strong fish. So, and the biggest trick I can give you for once you get this on here, just kind of press it down with your hand a little bit, kind of make sure it's in good contact with the fish. You're only going to do this on the flesh side. Don't worry about the other side. You're not going to get any of that to go on the other side with that skin and scales in there. Then I'm just going to take something and prop the end of the pan. In this case, I'm just going to put my instant read thermometer up under there. So there's a little slope on the pan going away from the fish. You notice I have the fillets. I have them on one end of the pan. I'm leaving the other end blank. Sorry about the camera work there. Still getting used to this new tripod. But I'm leaving some space down here for the moisture to gather, because we're going to do this about 30 minutes ahead of when we're actually going to put them on the smoker. So that brings us to the next step of this process, getting the smoker lit. We are using B&B lump charcoal today, and I just got a little bit in there, just enough to cover the bottom of the chimney to get it started. So today we are going to use for this fish, and this is my favorite smoker for smoking fish, is the good old Weber Smoky Mountain. Okay, I have the 14 or 18, whatever it is, smaller version. I think it's 14-inch Weber Smoky Mountain. And the reason I like to do an upright smoker like this is because you have this pan to put water in, and that's going to keep your fish from drying out when you're smoking it. Now, I started out doing this smoked fish recipe on the good old cheap Brinkman upright smoker. You can buy it for like $50 or $60, and it worked just as well. This is a lot better quality equipment here. It's going to last a lot longer than a good old Brinkman. But if you got that good old Brinkman or any of your other kind of cheap old upright smokers that'll hold a water pan, it's going to work just as well. So if you want to decrease the time it's going to take your smoker to get up the temperature when you're using water, start off with hot tap water. I'm going to pour in about 3/4 of a gallon, or just one good old sweet tea pitcher full. We got 2 of the bottom vents barely cracked. We're shooting for about 200 here to get some good smoke going on those fish. Okay guys, it's been about 30-35 minutes, and you can see how much darker our jack are now. And you can see, that's why I tilted this pan, all this fluid has run down here to the other end of the pan and it's still draining. Also, the firmness has firmed up quite a bit. Alright, still a little bit of a pool down through there, but what we're going to do with these guys to get rid of all that is going to take them in the house and rinse them off completely with some clean cold water, and it'll be time to put them on a smoker. Alright, so I got those guys rinsed off, cleaned up the pan, dried them off real good. Go ahead and give them some of our favorite seasoning. That's going to be some Seminole Swamp season. This is Fire and Swamp. Not they're going to need a lot. It's going to get buried in a canal tuna sandwich. But hey, you know, every little bit of flavor can't hurt, right? So put your favorite seasoning on yours. Now we're gonna get it ready to go on the smoker. All right, Smoky Mountain's up to about 175. It's about perfect for the first part of this. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my grill grate with some spray olive oil just to help keep the skin from sticking to the grill. So come off nice and easy. And then we'll lay them in opposite directions. Actually, maybe not, because I want that thick part to be the outside, the thin part to be the inside, because if you know anything about the Smoky Mountain, you get more heat around the outside than you do right in the center. So we want the thickest part of the fillet to be outboard on this guy. Put it to bed. I'm gonna leave them in there for at least an hour. We'll come back and check. It's puppy bomb time. There's Crevalle. And there's what she's barking at right there. So here are the ingredients you're going to need to make our canal tuna salad sandwich go off the chain. All right, you're going to need your canal tuna, smoked canal tuna. We just finished that up. We just chopped it up, and we used our DALSTRONG knives to cut up all these ingredients that we're going to use. And if you'd like to check out DALSTRONG knives, check out the link in the description box below. If you click on that link, that'll take you to their website, and it will automatically give you 10% off on anything that you buy from DALSTRONG. All right, now that that's out of the way, what I have here is a little sauce I came up with. This is a tablespoon of spicy brown mustard, 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing, and half a tablespoon of ground ginger. That is going to be like a topping or spread we're going to use on the sandwich. We got a half of a dill pickle diced, about half of a jalapeno pepper diced, half of a medium shallot diced, about 1 stalk of celery, and I strung that, you know, snapped it and pulled the strings out, diced that, and a diced green onion right out of the garden. And over here we got some fresh baby spinach. That's going to be a topping, but use whatever toppings you like. Just because I use a topping here, that doesn't mean if you like something you can do something else with it for the topping goes. All right, then we got some fresh bread from the bakery. I have not tried this yet. It's called mountain bread, and I like it because it's thin sliced here, and because we're going kind of panini style. And I have some melted butter, and of course something to spread the melted butter with. So how we prepare it over here is we've got our cast iron going over here. Now, you know, you wouldn't come to the Backwoods Gourmet channel for something like this and not see some cast iron. This is an old one. I think my mother got this one for me at a yard sale years ago. So I've got it preheating over here on the propane burner. You can absolutely do this inside on your gas stove, glass top, whatever you got. Even your new style burners with the cast iron. But I got that on, you see, got it on a real low heat. Okay, so just getting that pan nice and cozy, because next thing we're going to do is prepare our bread. So I brought out a couple of the slices from the middle of the loaf, because this is like a mountain loaf, more like bread you would make at home, and that's what I liked about it. I'm just going to go ahead and take my basting brush, our barbecue brush we use all the time, silicone brush. I'm going to paint one side. Now I'm only going to grill one side of my bread, but because I like that crunch on the outside, but I like the softness to remain on the inside. But if you like yours with a little more texture, go ahead and feel free to do it on both sides. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lay in my bread slices, butter side down, and I'm gonna put that curved side of the bread out, but it really doesn't matter since it's a square pan. But what we're looking for is a nice toasty surface with those grill marks on it. So it's literally been about 2 minutes. Go and check. That looks pretty good. I want to get a little more toasty. I actually may just go ahead and flip these over and let them get just a little heat on the other side also. But that is something that these cast iron grilling pans do beautifully. All right, just like 30 seconds on that side. See, just a light toast, but it's still nice and soft. So go ahead and bring that off and we'll put on our next set. And we'll start making our sandwich. So it's time to assemble our canal tuna salad. Basically, I'm just going to dump all these ingredients right in here on top of our fish. Shallot, celery, a little bit of jalapeno. If you don't like jalapenos or any of these ingredients, just leave them out. Substitute with something else, okay? So there's a lot of seasoning already on that fish, so I'm not going to season it at this point. So right now I'm just going to bring in a pretty good scoop of mayo, and we're going to start this in gently because I don't want to get this too, I don't know if mayo-y is a word. I don't think it is, but I don't want to get too much mayo on it. And now I got my spoon all dirty. I'm going to use a different one to keep bringing in more, just a little, a heaping tablespoon at a time. And as you're stirring this around, it's going to break up a little bit and help distribute all your items, all your ingredients around. And I don't want the mayo to be the star. I've had, regular tuna salads before that was just like, wow, really? All I can taste is mayo. So sneak up on it, get it to where you like it. If you like your regular tuna salad really mayo-y, then add more. If you don't, add less. Now, this is a pretty strong fish, so we're going to take a little taste test there. I think I could use one more heaping tablespoon, and that's about it. Okay. And I think the seasoning is perfect, just from the seasoning that was already on the fish. And I can still taste the fish. It's not just like eating a wad of mayo. Okay, give it another shot. I think it's about perfect. Let's go ahead and make our sandwich. So here's how I'm gonna do mine today. We got lots of aircraft in the area today. I'm gonna put some of that mustard. Alright, then Miss Sylvia just let the puppy back out. Of course, she starts barking immediately. gonna put some of the mustard ginger sauce on there. Put in some baby spinach. Nice layer of that. And we're bringing over our canal tuna salad. Be generous. At least like a half-inch layer. Alright, then we're going back with our top. There we go. Now let's get it on a plate. So it is time for the plate. Let's bring this beautiful sandwich over. Right there on the plate. Alright. If you want to, you can go ahead and just cut it open to more manageable size. Oh, the creaminess of that looks awesome. For garnish, all we're going to do is come over with a nice dill pickle spear on the side, and there you go. That is a canal tuna salad sandwich, Backwoods Gourmet style. So let's go ahead and try this smoked canal tuna salad sandwich. See how it tastes. I'll tell you what, for an old Jack Crevalle, that's pretty dang good right there. I don't care who you are. So the next time you're out in the salt water and nothing's biting but them big old Jack Crevalles, think about keeping you one or two, bring them back to the house, flay them out, put them on the smoker, and try making this dish. You'll be glad you did. So thanks for watching the Backwoods Gourmet. If you like what you're seeing, please smash that like button right down there to subscribe to our channel, and we wish you would so you can get some updates. It's going to be right over there for another great Backwoods Gourmet video. Going to be right up there, and for a whole playlist of trash, fish, or treasure videos, going to be right up there. We'll see you next time. Mic check, mic check. There we go. Works much better when we turn it on, Scott.